My name is Germana Ravanelli. I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist, a mind-body healer, a personal trainer, a nutritional therapist. I was taught that health is harmonizing the body, the mind, and the spirit. Hello, thank you so much for opening up this video. My name is Germana Ravanelli. I come to you from Nanaimo, BC. This video is anti-aging tools and options that are physical, that allow our physical body to be challenged and recover. And I am almost 60. I've been working in the fitness industry as a paid professional for over 42 years. I have seen a lot of people overdo it, which is one of the biggest enemies of people trying just to get fit now. And this is about preserving your health, preserving your capacity to move, and giving yourself the best shot at keeping your lean muscle mass, your muscle. We lose muscle as we age because we don't eat enough protein, we don't sleep enough, we don't do strength training, and sometimes we overdo it. And so what I'm going to say to you is you can check out the videos that are in my YouTube catalog. There's a whole bunch on strength training I think I did a couple of years ago, and I'm not going to keep repeating them. Exercise is exercise. Yes, it can be boring, but it's a positive stress on your body. So what I suggest to people who actually want to give themselves a shot, most people come to me after they're broken, and I'm not exaggerating that. They come because they have done something, they have hurt themselves, they've ended up with a chronic health crisis, which is the new normal. And so the first thing that I do is I spoon feed them gentle exercises, bridging where you're laying on your back and you've got your feet on the bench and you're lifting your bum up and down. Very gentle exercises. And you can look, there's quite a few there that tells their body, this body is going to start to use this tissue. It's like you're telling the body, we need this muscle to work. Please send blood and nutrients to it. As you wear it down and break it down, which is what exercise is, you break the fibers, then the body has to bathe the tissue with amino acids, which is proteins, and some glycogen and some sugar and some fats to bathe the system to actually heal the fibers. And when you see someone with lean muscle, it's scar tissue. So the body's been hit, slap, and it has to recover. So when someone wants to start, or say they're 40 and they want to start, what an excellent thing to give to yourself. I will slowly, gradually get them to do 2 strength training workouts a week. And once they've got a full body strength training workout a week, then I'll split it. It'll be a leg day, a chest day, a day off, a leg day, a chest day, and then the weekend off, and they come back. And the reason that I take it in that slow way is the body needs time to adapt. It's called the SAID principle, specific adaptation to imposed demand. We're stressing the system. The body has to recover. The only way the body can actually take the stress is if you let your body get what it needs, which is clean water, uncontaminated food, no sugar. If you can avoid sugar, get it out of your diet. And you don't want a lot of high processed food. You just don't, because what that does is it sends this spike of insulin through the body, and then you'll actually see, particularly after 40, people just get bigger and bigger in their belly and their hips and their thighs. And what ends up happening is that just makes them more tired. And exercise can boost your energy. And then what you need to do after you've had your exercise routine, I always say have a post-workout and a pre-workout meal. And here's the example. 1/3 of a cup of dried oats, I know, 1/2 cup of blueberries or a banana or half a banana, 2 scoops of protein powder. And sometimes I'll put like a teaspoon or a tablespoon of nut butter in there, add water and blend it. And you drink that an hour before you train. And exactly when you stop training, you put it in your car and you drink it on the way out. The reason for that is it tells your body there's more than enough nutrients coming in. And your body uses that to get itself out of this stressed state, because exercise is a stress. And if you give the body what it needs to heal, it will heal. And then you will get lean muscle mass and you'll start to be able to burn some fat. The biggest enemy of people, of all people, as we get past 40, is we lose our muscle. And our muscle is the organ of longevity. So if you see someone that's 60 or 55 or 65, and you take one person that's got a regular strength training routine and they eat relatively clean in line with nature, and then a person that does not, they look like they came from two very, very different worlds. And they have, because the body is responding to the stress or the lack of stress. One of the other key pieces, so you've got a pre-workout meal, you've got the exercise, a post-workout meal, flooding the body with nutrients. And I do not prescribe to plant-based protein powders. Your body will use that as a sugar, and it just is what it is. Most people can't tolerate them. They have gas. That will tell you that the product's not good for you. And then if you can, during the day, if you get a little bit tired, do not grab another coffee and some sugary item. If you can, you might take, 20, 25 almonds, snack on that, have an apple with that. And then if you can, go have a 20-minute nap. If you don't nap, it's okay. You can actually go on YouTube and there's yoga nidra, which is wakeful sleep. You're putting your body in a soft hypnotic state and you're disengaging the thinking mind, and the body will go into a relaxation response. Believe it or not, that's when you're healing. You heal when you sleep. You heal when you're resting. Another thing that is critical for longevity is having boundaries, having time boundaries, going, yeah, I'm not responding to every text that comes in. I'm not responding to each email. And to learn how to disengage from the hyperactive mind, and believe it or not, to do less. If you can hire someone to do the extras, hire them, but preserve your energy like it is gold, because your body needs that. And otherwise, what happens is the body can't manage all of these balls, juggle. And the person, if they don't listen to their body, the body will then have to jack up the message, and the person will usually get sick. Or they'll pick a fight, they'll have some sort of a crisis as a way of saying no, instead of just saying, I need to take care of myself. I need a break. I need to have a nap. And learning to do that can save you so much unnecessary suffering. So I'm going to recap. If you're brand new, full body workout twice a week, like Tuesday, Thursday, rest. You might walk a little bit. If you do cardio, awesome. Don't overdo cardio, especially if you want to have some muscle, because your body will eat your muscle if you don't give it the opportunity to build it. And it's not that easy. We get older, we stop building it unless we really dedicated. A pre-workout meal, so a third of a cup of dried oats, 2 scoops of protein powder, some fruit. I usually use berries. Sometimes I'll put something else in it, banana, things like that. And about a cup of water, and I will blend it. I will stick in some fat sometimes, not always. It doesn't really matter. And I'll have that if I'm in a rush and I need to be organized. I'll have that before I work out. I might have that for my breakfast, and then I might work out, and I'll have another one right there to have right after I've worked out. Now that stops you from eating your lean muscle mass, because when you're stressing the system, you're actually breaking tissue, breaking, and then the body has to heal through the nutrition and the rest. That is the key. If you do that, and then after 6 weeks, you might do leg day, upper body day, day off, maybe full body. So now you've got 3 workouts in a week. Then you might do that for another 3 weeks. And then you might do upper, lower, rest, another 3 weeks. The window where most people get injured, believe it or not, is 12 weeks. And the unfortunate thing, I call it the baby chick stage, because people go, I got to make up for lost time. I'm, overweight, and I'm blah, blah, blah. They've got some negative story about themselves. And the muscles get stronger and feel stronger within 8 weeks, but the tendons do not. So the tendons and the connective tissue can actually become not ready for the load. You might go, yeah, I can do this, and you keep going. But the goal is to get through 12 weeks, and then you can start to ramp it up. And if you can get through 12 weeks of regular training without getting injured, then you're ready to really start to kick your training up. And that's critical. And so for someone like me, in the beginning, I didn't do strength training. I didn't like it. I was like, I just like doing this cardio stuff. And I did way too much cardio, and I really hurt myself. So I see that a lot, particularly with younger people. They're all like, I want to be skinny. I'm like, oh my God, stop this. Get white sugar out, white flour out, processed foods out. If you're going to have cookies, make them from scratch. and have one cookie or two cookies right after your hard workout with your protein shake, you'll be fine. You won't want more. You'll be done. And, there's a really great book called Choosing the Strong Path. And what they did is they ran medical tests on people when they were young, like 30, 40, 50, maybe our window of age, and all the way up to 80. And the ones that did a lot of cardio and a lot of high repetition cardiovascular training, like a lot of spinning, a lot of bike riding, a lot of running. And then the people that did hard strength training, like not bunny foo-foo training, but you're training your legs and you know it. You're training your chest and you know it. The people that did the hard strength training over the span of their life were able to ski, were able to do all sorts of very, very high intensity activities in their 80s. The ones that were doing, and I love yoga, a lot of walking, a lot of spinning, a lot of high cardio. And I think it's a distractor. You feel like you're very productive, right? I was doing this. Those people were in seniors' homes, usually with a catheter in their body, because muscle tells your body, I still need you. And as we age, we get something called sarcopenia, which is bone and muscle wasting, and osteoporosis. Everyone's heard that. But sarcopenia is when we lose our bone and our muscle. And that, my dear, whatever that is your future. That's the organ of longevity. And I know that strength training isn't that exciting, but being sick, not being able to get out of a chair, having a blown out knee, a blown out back, a blown out shoulder, that's much worse. So even if you only do 30 minutes 3 times a week, you're further ahead, and you could add 5 to 12 years on your life if you just get into the habit of it. One of the clients I have, I think I've had her for 18 years. She's a retired dentist. She's in her 70s. And when I first got her, she couldn't do this. She couldn't bring her arms back. She was just way too tight because she was like this all the time. She's in her 70s and she looks like she's 55, and she moves like a 55-year-old. She looks like a Barbie doll. And no drugs, just lifestyle, strength training. She made it part of her life. And in her way of thinking, when you look after your teeth, they last, right? Same with your body, and your body is the most valuable tool you'll ever have. So thank you for watching the video. I don't get into this big over-the-top thing. I just go basic information. Take what you like. I'm evidence that it does work. And it's given me some structure. And when we have structure, we become mentally happier because it's a positive stress. It's like, I'm going to go do my training. I'm doing it. I did it. Yay, I did it. Tick. Good for me. A lot of us just end up kind of getting sucked into our computer digital world. This is a form of, this is my dog. This is a form of hypnosis. It sucks the soul out of us, and we're addicted to it. We get a dopamine hit from it, which means that it kind of robs us of our spirit, of our power. And my goal is to inspire people to build your power and make your life one that you really want to be in. And we all hurt. You do the next right thing today, the next right thing tomorrow. And sleeping is critical. Napping is critical. All of those things matter. When you're not feeling right, go lay down. Put your legs up. Put an eye bag on. Turn your electronics off. Tell the world, I'm being quiet now. I remember someone was reaching out to me and I just didn't want to talk to anybody. They'll text me all the time. I'm like, stop. And I didn't want to be rude, but I didn't want to betray myself. And I said, I need to be quiet today. And they understood. And I wasn't getting them dumping their garbage on me. I mean, I'm a helper, I'm a healer, that's part of my job. So I do receive, but in order to be helpful, we have to take care of ourselves. And that's what this series on anti-aging is going to be about. And then when we get into February, I'm going to do some metaphorical work on the garden. Our life is our garden, and our body is this beautiful gift that we have. And I also call the body functional art. I mean, imagine 60, 65, still hot. Still got it. People are like, you got to be 45. And you're like, yes. Do you want to look at my ID? I mean, that's one of the most satisfying experiences a person can have. And if that's not you, it doesn't matter. You can still do the next right thing. This is your gift to you, and it's to your family, to your kids, and you matter. 30 minutes 3 times a week is not that much time. How much time do you spend on the phone? It's kind of scary. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.